singing you a love song, 'cause you are the greatest of them all. Mama, where I'm giving you all honor. No one else can compare to you. Oh, you've been through it all, yet you haven't lost all your strength. So I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could go back. I wait, mama, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could be getting. Mama, where we celebrate our freedom around the world. People sing your praise. Give all thanks to the Father in heaven. Here's the key, our ability. Oh, you've been through it all, yet you haven't lost all your strength. I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could go back. I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could be getting. Mama, wait. Yeah, mama, yeah, mama. Mama, mama, wait. Yeah, mama, yeah, mama. See, I could mama, wait. Yeah, mama, yeah, mama. Mama, wait. Yeah, mama, yeah, mama. I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could. I wait, mama, I wait, mama, I wait, mama. See, I could try. Deep in the shadows where you lie and cry and suffer with no food to eat, nowhere to go, no one to talk to when you're lonely. Why should you believe? Heavy burdens on your shoulders, no salvation shows a faithless smile. And everything you touch and everyone you know has let you down. Although the tears you've cried The spirit as it moves to sing the melody opens up her wings, the pulse that fills my life with its beating, yeah. A baby sigh can shape a tune, there's poetry in the silver moon, the midnight muse of the sweetest June. This is my music, my song, finds me when I'm all alone. In the silence of my home, the yearning that's inside of me. This is my music, my song, finds me when I'm all alone. In the silence of my home, the yearning that's inside of me makes me sing. The bird that flies from the south today, its song brings back the African swing, fills my heart with its longing, passion burning deep inside, like fire burning through the night, brings hope and meaning. This is my music, my song, finds me when I'm all alone. In the silence of my home, the yearning that's inside of me. This is my music, my song, finds me when I'm all alone. In the silence of my home, the yearning that's inside of me makes me sing. Oh, makes me sing. Makes me sing. Oh, makes me sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Very, very, very welcome. Thank you so very, very much. Sven, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Andre and myself, we ate all the cake and drank all the stuff in your absence. It was very, very nice, you know.
Yeah, man.
For those of you who are joining us online, thank you very, very much for being here. We appreciate your time. The reason for this regular Thursday podcast is twofold. Number one, we want to raise awareness for a vocational training in agriculture project in South Africa. That's number one. Number two, we would like to excite you with the possibility of finding a way to support what we do. Next Thursday, the 14th, is the last episode for this year, but that's also an important episode because during that set, we will explain to you how you can help, how you can support what we do in South Africa. And so don't stay away for that one because that's important. Thank you also to the folks who are here with us. We are family, we are friends. There's one enemy, not here yet. No.
Keep them close.
So thank you very, very much for all of you that you're here. Thank you to Theophilus for doing and helping with the technical side of things, prepping and getting us all set up. This is not easy when you're like me on the bright side of 60, but these things do happen. So we're very, very happy also because part of this project has two very important, valuable items or elements to it. Elements is probably the good way to say it. The first is the space. And again, you know, I'll say this over and over. Sven, thank you that we can be in this space for creating this venue, this location where we can generate something good for those who need it the most. So I appreciate that. Andre?
Yes, man.
Well, we cannot do anything without the music, right? And so thank you for your part in all of this and for the music. And so for those of you who have listened in, that's Andre de Lange's music, and that is the key part of everything music in what we are doing. So in a way, this showcased the brilliance, the creativity, but most of all, that heart, that passion that Andre has for music. Before we continue, I'll explain to you a little bit what we're going to do. Like we do every single week, we make phone calls. We have some folks in South Africa that we really would love to speak to. But there's one big celebration that we'll have, and we'll do that at the beginning. But just after the introductions. For myself, let me just explain that my name is Theophilus van Rensburg-Linster. And I've been in Sweden for, well, just over 2.5 decades on and off, back and forth between the cold and the beauty of Cape Town, South Africa. I have many, many hats that I wear in this world. But the one that really drives me is this desire to constantly give back, to plow back into the hearts and the lives of people that I call family, friends, neighbors back home in South Africa. So while I try and deal with minus 17 degrees so now and then, I, I do try and navigate through the darkness and the cold, reminding myself that there are folks back home that can benefit from the impact and the difference and the help I can make. I have two friends sharing this particular podcast with me. Andre, briefly tell us a little bit about you, brother.
Yeah, I'm from the Eastern Cape too, born in Humansdorp, South Africa, and I got a scholarship to come and study music in Sweden. And I came and I met my wife, and the rest is history. I'm here and I'm passionate about the music, and I'm so grateful that I can just kind of showcase the music to people that hasn't heard it yet, and thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks for that, Andre. Sven, thanks for your part in all of this. Give us just a brief window into Sven Isaksson.
Yeah, the same as you, Theo. Thank you for everybody being here. And this was the idea with this space, really. And I'm also wearing a lot of different hats. Born and raised in Sweden, but mentally I'm always Americana, so to say, you know.
Yeah.
And with the big passion of music, creativity, family, and people, and whatever excites me. But most of all, bringing people together and sharing stories and so what, you know. So that's a little bit about me, you know.
Great. Well, thank you once again to both of you for sharing the hosting responsibility with me. We have another host, and I want to call her a host because she brings such a joy to everything that we do. And so, in a way, we are 4 hosts. 3 of us are here in the cold, while she enjoys the heat. Shame on her. That's really not nice. But anyway, I'm going to make a call so that we can get Iona on the line. Iona Bierkes is in Cape Town. And Iona, I'm making the call. I am making it happen. Hi, Iona.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we're very well. Now, you see, this is that part where the line sounds very, very weird.
Yeah.
This is crazy. You know, it's like last night. So I'm going to hang up and call you back again because this line doesn't sound good at all.
That always works.
Calling back, right?
Yes.
Let me try, okay?
Okay.
Call you back. So we're going to try later, and I think if we'll probably get Iona in together with Tanya, then that will probably be a bit better. So let me, what are we going to be doing? There's just the 3 important parts here. The one is the trip down to South Africa, and but that one is a special one, and so there are 2 individuals. You'll remember that last week what we said was we were here on the Friday, and on the Saturday morning, 2 of the students graduated from the Agriculture College in Cape Town. That was absolutely phenomenal. I had no idea, but they streamed it live. And so that's how Jeanette, my wife, and I spent our Saturday mornings. On Saturday morning, you know, watching this live presentation. And for those of you who are at home, if you don't know these people, I'm going to put their faces up because you've got to know them. That to my left, probably your left as well, that's Sade Jonas, and she is from Port Elizabeth, that now has a new name.
Oh.
Yeah. Weet je van die nieuwe naam? Do you know the new name? I can't even
Ja,
pronounce it.
ja,
And so I'm not going to try.
Geberga.
Geberga.
Geberga. Ja.
Okay. Thank you for...
Geberga.
Kaberga, okay. And the other one next to her is Tanya Phillips, and both of them graduated. And we've got a little snippet there from that actual graduation that we will show right now. But before we do that, I remember that, you know, you said something to Tanya in that conversation when we were talking last, and to remind you it had something to do a little bit about, you know, now is the time for you to tell us what are your aspirations, what are your dreams. Is that door still open for her?
For sure. Yeah, always.
Yeah, not just from you, but I mean, as an encouragement, because I sometimes think you get to a place, you've done a lot,
Yeah.
But you need to push on, right?
Yeah, it's like an affirmation. Send out something to the universe, and just by saying it, see what you might get something back.
Yeah,
Or at least your mind will adapt to it.
right.
So better always affirm your
Yeah.
hopes.
Wow.
That encouragement should go to Sade as well, because I spoke to her earlier today and I asked her, you know, what are the plans ahead. Now, she's not been accepted into the diploma program because that was the next step, right? Tanya got in right away, but not Sade. And so they said they can't accept more than 24. I said, well,
Got to make an exception, right?
my goodness, what big? How big is the jump from 24 to 25? Really?
Yeah.
So I think what we want to do here is we want to probably go live and say to folks, listen, Sade Jonas needs to get into the diploma program at Elsenburg College like ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Why not?
Come on now.
Yes.
We make a petition.
Yes, that's
Really?
right. Yeah.
Showing that the world is watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's too important not to. If
Absolutely.
you have committed people in reality,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
really want
Yeah.
to get in.
Opportunity, man.
Yeah,
Opportunity.
absolutely.
Come on.
And she wants it. There's no doubt about it. It's
Yeah.
very, very clear she wants it.
Yeah.
So her next step would be that in January she can actually appeal the letter
Yeah.
and go and say, listen, I really want to have this spot. So she said, absolutely, I'm
Yeah.
going to do that. So that's the encouragement from us here. And so while we seek to get Iona back
We
on the
should
line.
write some letters, maybe.
Yeah, we could do
We
that.
could do it too. Show
Yeah.
support because it's important. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should write together.
Yeah.
And then she writes, so she has the support.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sade. You're not alone. So we'll walk this journey with you. And so what I'm going to play now is just for you know, to show what actually happened on that morning. This is last Saturday morning, which was the 2nd of December. Let's see if we can get it. If we can get everything right here.
Good day, protocol observe. Good day, everybody. The first qualification, National Certificate in Plant Production, Study Field Viticulture, NQF 4. Sade Jonas. Tanya Rolene Phillips.
So for those of you watching, start. It is the graduation ceremony of Tanya Phillips and Shade Jonas when they were graduating in this particular certificate that they achieved in plant production. That was on Saturday, last Saturday. Let's see if we can get this up again so we can all enjoy it and listen to it. There it is. That's a video of the graduation. So let's play that. There you go.
Good day, protocol observe. Good day, everybody. The first qualification, National Certificate in Plant Production, Study Field Viticulture, NQF 4. Shade Jonas. Tanya Rolene Phillips.
Well, I think that deserves an applause. Absolutely. Well done to both of you, Tanya and Shade, for this major, major accomplishment. We were just whispering to each other now on the importance of affirmation and see how important that is. So, but, you know, thanks also to the college for making that event special. And they put a lot of work in it to make it meaningful for everybody. And so now what we'll do is we'll try and get Iona on the line for us again to chat with us, and we'll of course add Tanya and Shade in here as well. Hello.
I'm here.
Yeah, I have to say, Tanya, are you there?
It's off though.
It's still the same, Iona. It has this.
Still has that
Yeah, it just has this
same
enormous
sound, yeah.
lag. Yeah, enormous lag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rig a microphone to it, and that will probably be better. So we take the Bluetooth away. So let me do that.
Okay.
And then make the call back to you guys again. Tanya, you still there, right?
He's smart, Theo.
Yeah, I'll try. Thank you. Speak to you just now.
Okay. Right.
You know, Andre, what we want to do sort of in the meantime while I try and sort out the technology here, it was one of the songs that you did, because one of the things we do is we talk through Andre's music, and one of the things I've learned from Andre is that there's always an idea, a concept behind everything that he does. And so this particular song,
story, same old man without glory, drowning in pain. Don't make me beg you, just let me Same old story, same old man. I am yearning in my soul. Give me comfort, make me whole. I'm lost and fumbling, can't find my way. Same old story, same old man. Same old story, same old man. You're not for me. I pretend. Got to let go as soon as I can. Same old story, same old man. Same old You're looking at the same old man.
I would like to know what's behind this song. I think you've told me partially, but not fully.
Okay. This is the only song that I didn't write because this one was written for me. I was working on an album,
Yeah.
but the album didn't feel complete and the songs just didn't feel. And I felt I needed a song that kind of brings it together. So I called a friend, Peter Hallström. I said, man, I need a song, brother. I need a song. Do you have anything for me? And he says, I'm having an idea that I'm going to work on, and I'll let you know in a week or two. And a week or two later, the song just came, man. And it just knocked me out. I'm like, whoa. So I sat down with him and we rewrote the lyrics, you know, and because the song is about a boy who was craving his parents' acceptance.
Wow.
Church boy, you know. So that's what the song was about. It's about, don't make me beg you.
Yes.
Just let me in,
Yeah.
you know. And so he was like yearning for this. And I know it comes from his life.
Okay.
It's his life, yeah.
Okay, so that was a little bit about Peter in there.
Yeah. It's his life. Yeah.
Okay.
And the nice thing was, I saw him about a year or so ago, and we met, and you know what he said to me? He said to me, it's no more same old story. I'm fine now.
Oh,
I'm
man.
good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's good to know. And yeah.
So, Yeah.
Yeah.
My heart is a little. I feel for the song because I know where it came from. you know.
That's incredible. Now, there's also a video of this particular song.
Yeah.
And it was shot on location in Cuba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What was that trip like?
Oh.
So, because there's this video of Andre in Cuba. You know, where this particular the sort of music video is
Yeah.
recorded
Yeah.
on site in Cuba.
Yeah. It was a beautiful experience, man. I'll never forget when we got there and we jumped into the taxi. And we couldn't speak to the taxi guy, me and the lady Nuta who went with me.
Yeah.
We couldn't speak, you know.
Yeah.
But he wanted to know where we were from,
Yeah.
you know. And I said, Nelson Mandela. Oh, yeah! And then Nuta said, Olof Palme. Oh, yeah! Because he knew who they were.
Right, all the key figures in you.
Yeah,
And that's
no-
it.
And then we were friends, man.
Yeah.
We were friends.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing experience
Yes.
to go to Cuba and just be there and
Yeah.
it's tough. It's a tough country.
Yes.
You know, at the time because of the blockade, you know.
Yeah. And you were a lot younger there. Andre.
Yeah,
How old were you
yeah.
there?
Yeah, how old was I?
I don't know.
Probably my 40s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was an amazing experience because the people, man. The people.
Oh,
Oh, the
it's
people.
incredible.
It's beautiful, the people, yeah.
Well, that was Andre de Lang reflecting over a lovely piece of music called Same Old Man.
Same old story.
Same Old Story,
Yeah.
written by Peter Hallström, sung here by Andre de Lang.
You're looking at the same old man.
Okay, so we're gonna try and do a little bit of old technology and put a microphone next to the speaker of the and listen to our own. Yellow.
Hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
I feel like singing that song. What was that song? Papa, can you hear me?
What is it called?
I don't know. I'm seeing Barbara Streisand in my mind's eye.
Oh, okay.
What was that? I can't remember.
Anyway,
Hello, everybody. Do I
hi.
sound
Hello.
better?
Hi.
You sound a lot better. Yeah, absolutely. I should know. So, thank you for your patience in all of this. But I think, at the beginning, I wanted to introduce you as the fourth host to sort of make this a real
The
intercontinental.
fourth host.
Yeah.
Wow. I've gotten promoted, have I?
Yeah. I don't know if there's any
not a
compensation
guest
that comes
anymore.
with this. This is just. This is just.
I'm hanging up then.
Well, an intercontinental host is far better than being toast. So, very. But
Can I just at this juncture, I
Yeah.
just want to say, Sven, welcome back and nice boots.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, keeping the boots and the hats.
I'm watching you guys. I'm watching
Oh,
you.
yeah, good. Thank you.
Did you you know the story about Sven's boots, right? You
Yes, I do know the story about Sven's boots, so I'm always going to comment on Sven's
Oh,
boots.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I'm also going to say that, Andre, you now have a new fan here in South Africa because I have been listening to your music practically every day since last week.
Oh.
When I heard the stem revisited, I went and found it. And then I thought,
Ah.
oh, well, why stop there? So I have a whole folder on my phone called
Oh.
Andre de Lang.
Wow. Wow, that's so beautiful to
Yes.
hear. Thank you. I love it.
And letting everyone who will listen to it actually listen to it.
Wow.
Making them listen to your music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that. You know.
And interestingly,
Very
Iona is part of a team. I am unfortunately included in that team. I'm saying unfortunately
sad, so
because
sad.
so sad. That's called the Vocani Mavericks, and the concept is to
Vocani.
change the whole concept of broadcasting and communication in South Africa.
Okay.
So she has an audience. She has people that will listen to her. So when she says, Andre, that she will, spread the word, she will do that for good and bad.
Yes.
Bad, my side. Good for you.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Iona, just very briefly, one of the things we
Yes.
wanted to do is for people just to know who our hosts are. Tell us just a little bit, give us a tiny little window into who is Iona Birkus.
Okay. I'm going to try to keep that short because, I don't really like talking about myself much. I like doing. I'm a doer. So I'm going to say that just like you, Theo, I wear many hats. And that's probably why I don't like to talk about myself, because I never know about which ones to just put down, But I've always been a person who is all about social justice and also wanting to see people advance, tapping into people's inherent talents. And so I do that through my own talents, which include using my voice to reach people through podcasting. And how I do that is by broaching all of those subjects that usually go either unnoticed or unsaid. So, yeah, I'm a maverick, in short.
That's what the world needs, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Breaking the rules. Yeah.
Say that again, Andre. I don't think it came through.
No, I'm just saying that's what the
was that?
world needs. People breaking the rules. Know the rules and you break them.
Yes. The unorthodox people.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
I have to say also that it was quite emotional watching that video. And then I'm not even sure, did you think that it did not play the first time, or did I just have a little bit of a loop going on here? Because then it played again and I was a mess again.
Oh.
Because I don't, I didn't expect that. I watched them go up and, heard their names being called, and that just, it floored me. I was in tears because what a beautiful moment to see these two young lives change in such a huge way. And I just think about the possibilities for them, in the future. And then you say that Sade didn't get in.
Not into the diploma program yet.
Yeah,
Emphasis
yes.
on yet. Yeah.
And immediately, exactly. Because immediately the maverick in me comes out and I'm like, no, that can't happen. What can I do? How can I help? Yeah. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, and that's the spirit, and I think we all share that spirit in this room, even if you're 10,500 kilometers away. So what we're gonna do right now is just call in Tanya. I'll get Tanya in, and I will also see if possible we can get Sade on the line, and I'm gonna give you the floor to have a chat with them. To start them off, let's see if we can get them in.
Sure you want to do that? Because I might forget that you guys are there.
Yeah, we are forgettable. We used to be
Forgettable.
I didn't say that.
we used to be unforgettable, but things
Yeah, man. Yeah.
unforgettable. Tanya,
Good evening, Uncle Theo. How are you?
I love that energy.
Hello, Iona.
Hey.
so
It's
let
so
me.
nice to hear your voices. And now I take it Sade's on the line as well.
Sade's on the line as well. Yes.
Wow. Well done, ladies.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead here.
Okay.
But what
Sade.
sorry, before you go, Just to check. Sade, are you okay there? Can you hear us?
Yes, Mr. Theo, I can hear you all. Good evening.
Good evening.
So let me just introduce the two of them, Iona, and then you can take it away for us, please. Whatever you want to say. So Sade and Tanya are the first two students in Learning Academy Worldwide's vocational training program that have not only accepted the scholarship offered to them, but completed the very first year, positioning them for enrollment in the diploma program at the Stellenbosch University's agriculture college called Elsenburg. And so that's why they are in this conversation this evening. And we have saluted and enjoyed their accomplishments from the moment we heard about it. Iona will have a chat with both of them now.
Okay. Hi, ladies. How are you? Sade, Tanya, are you there?
Hi, Iona.
Hi. I just got to watch the video.
Hi, Iona.
Yes, hello. I got to see the video of your graduation. That was awesome. Can you both hear me? I think I'm just going to steal your numbers and then we can just have private chats and just hang up on these guys. What do you say? Yeah. I feel like that's good. You see? Yeah. I think they like that idea, Theo. Congratulations on your accomplishment. That was amazing to watch. And I don't think you were on the line earlier on, but watching that just got me very emotional because it's just that, I mean, if that's what it did for me, I'm very curious to hear how that felt for you, walking up onto that podium.
Shida, you can go first. For me, that was an indescribable feeling. Like I finally did it. Wow.
Yeah, man. You will have to interject there. Seems like there's some kind of
No, it's fine. It's just hard.
glitch. Yeah. Hard stuff.
Yeah.
You all hear me now?
Yeah, Andre's asking me to interject, but it's hard. Not hard, but it's so deeply deeply
So
emotional.
Tanya,
Oh.
Yes.
but here's a question for you. Walking up onto that stage, onto that podium and receiving your qualification like that, what did that feel like for you?
It was like a whole roller coaster of emotions. Like, I was like, wow, it was worth every late evening. It was, it was like, actually feels so good. It was like amazing.
Yes.
Like, actually, our hard work, we did it. We finally did it. It was
Yes.
like, it was amazing.
And for both of you, I'm very curious to know who was there with you to witness that milestone in your life? Who was present?
For me, it was my aunt and my uncle. They came all the way from Gala because they was like closer. So
Wow.
they came to support me.
Yes. And for you, Sade?
Same for me, my aunt and my uncle.
Okay. That's amazing. Well, congratulations again. I actually,
Thank you so
I have
much.
to say that, and this probably has everything to do with the fact that we have the same genetics. But I always have this beautiful, proud moment inside of my chest when I see a woman succeed and do well. So now I'm curious to know based on what you've achieved so far, what is the next step for you? Where to from here?
Okay, if I can start first.
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Theo said earlier, I got enrolled into finishing my diploma next year.
Yes.
So yeah, I accept the challenge.
Well done.
So yeah, it's gonna be another 3 years of hard work. But yeah, I believe in prayer, in faith. Absolutely.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Good. Good. Sade? Sade, are you there? I think we're having some issues with the line here. Are we sounding okay over that side?
Yeah, she would. I think she's trying to connect. It looks like there's some sound coming through, but it's we probably can't pick it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Load shedding.
Yeah. I think she's
that
definitely
word.
she's trying to say something, but we can't hear it at all.
Okay.
So
Well, can I just, I want to just ask this. When, Tanya, you said that it's another 3 years for you for the diploma, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what would that diploma, what is that diploma called?
That I'm gonna do production mainly.
Yes.
But like the first 2 years is gonna be like just theory. So yeah,
Yes.
my last year, my third year is gonna be like practical on a farm that the college chooses for you to go and do your practical on.
Okay. And once you have achieved that, and did you hear me say once you have achieved that? Because I just assume that you will achieve that. Absolutely, you will.
I don't think you put a face.
Yeah. Yes. Once you have achieved that, what is the goal in terms of your career? What will you be wanting to do?
For me, right now is like just being an agriculturist, but
Yes.
my main thing is like specialize somewhere into hydroponics, something like that. It's something like that I want to explore. And yeah.
Wow. I'm making mental notes. That's why I'm asking you these questions. and Tanya, when you look at your family, your family structure, who else in your family has your kind of I'm going to say tenacity? Who is like you in terms of being a go-getter? Is there anyone else in your family like you?
No, not really, but there are some cousins, yeah, or one cousin at least, that like motivate me because she was like on a very light age. She started like studying and she got a degree and she became a nurse. And I was like, wow, if she can do it, I can do it also.
Yes. Okay, the reason why I'm asking you that is because what I also am going to encourage you to do, it's quite fresh. It's less than a week ago that you received your certificate. And so take a moment, if you haven't done so already, take a moment and just pat yourself on the back. Because to do what you, or to achieve, or to accomplish what you have accomplished, and to now take on another 3 years, that takes a lot of, I'm going to say, courage, strength, motivation, and belief in yourself. So have you had a moment where you just took a look at yourself in the mirror and said, well done, you? Did you do that?
No.
You need to. I know that it sounds a little crazy. It does. You're talking to someone who also didn't do that kind of thing in life for other reasons. There were things in my life that I had to overcome, some terrible things that now seem like someone else's story because I've come so far. But one of the most beautiful things you can do for yourself always is to speak positively into your own life, to make sure that you congratulate yourself because you worked hard, you have achieved something amazing, and you need to have that moment with yourself where you just say, well done, you. And make sure that when you're doing that, when you're saying well done, you, that you believe what you are saying, and that you take that into yourself, because it will really serve you well in the long run. Always remember to praise yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, because we get taught that is too boastful. We shouldn't do that. I disagree, because when you are proud of yourself and when you believe in yourself, you achieve much easier, because you have set goals and you set out to accomplish them. So make sure you do that, okay?
I almost think
I'll try.
good encouragement, good challenge for you there, Tanya. Sade, can you hear us?
Sorry, what's that? Oh, Sade. Is Sade back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, Mr. Theo.
Sade, you have to be back, please, because I need to be able to tell you that I actually love Sade's music. Do you listen to Sade's music?
No, not at all.
I thought it was.
If everybody just has a moment of silence now, you'll hear my heart breaking into some pieces. Like, what? You're carrying such a gorgeous slave. I love Sade's music. I promise you, when you start listening to it, you're not going to stop. But I'm happy that you are here. Did you catch any of what I was saying to Tanya?
Only a few pieces because the network.
Okay, so
It's really
I have
bad.
absolutely no problem saying it again, because it applies to you as well. I asked Tanya, when you accomplished this, when you on Saturday, when you received your certificate, did you at any point after that have a moment where you just looked at yourself in the mirror and said, well done, you, congratulations, Sade? Did you do that?
No, not at all.
Okay, so before this Saturday, because on the next Saturday now, it'll be a week ago that you graduated, right? So what you need to do before it's a week, you need to speak positively into your own life, okay? It's very important, because you are your biggest fan. There are people who encourage, there are people who support, but you are always your biggest fan, because if everyone else believes in you, but you don't believe, that doesn't work, okay? So I know that you do believe in yourself, because look at what you have achieved, but never forget to stop, take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, well done, you. You did well. Congratulations. Okay, so please do that for me.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes. And I also know that you're going to do great things. I'm looking forward to a time where I actually get to see both of you in person, so that I can congratulate you in person. Because watching your video earlier on, because Theo played the video, I can only just say, if I was crying and I mean, it wasn't my achievement, it just made me so proud, and so I got so emotional. And I'm eager and excited to see where this takes you in life. I really am. It's awesome to be part of this journey.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing these nuggets of wisdom and insight and inspiration and encouragement. And you're absolutely right. The needs that we have of affirmation
Yes.
has too often been told to us as selfish self-praise.
Yes.
But it's a very normal need, this need to be affirmed, But the most important to have that information emerging even from yourself, that you know that. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Sade and Tanya, thank you so much for joining us. You may hang up, and we will not hold it against you. But please, please do join us on Facebook on YouTube. Sorry, for the rest of the broadcast. We have shown people all your pictures. We haven't given your numbers out to anybody, but
Thank you for that.
but we are in your corner, so to speak, and we like to play this song for people that we deeply care about in this world.
I just want to say,
Much
say
love to you
that.
both. Thank you for talking to me.
Sade and Tanya, before you go, Andre de Lang wants to say something.
No, I
to
just
you.
want to say that I think this is also.
Afrikaans asseblief.
We also need to say thank you to Theo because it's a vision, dream that you had, and it's an amazing achievement. I mean, you saw it.
Good day, protocol
It was
observed.
your
Good day,
success.
everybody.
It was your success as well. So.
I appreciate that, Andre. You said such powerful words that the internet couldn't handle it. Thank you for that. I appreciate
totally.
that, because I have to take the same advice that I give to other people, and that's to affirm and acknowledge what I myself bring to the moments that make a difference for other people. So, here we go. You are one in a million, and the song was written by Andre de Lang and sung by him, performed, as you can hear in the background. It was really the concept, as I understand, behind is to look at people who sometimes do not look at themselves as ones who are able to
Yes.
accomplish something for many different reasons, especially those who are out on the streets through homelessness and enormous difficulty. They're not able to see light, they're not able to see hope, or have no real confidence in the future. You, Sade, and you, Tanya, through the support of many individuals, you were supported in raising your head, because within you resided that desire and eventually capacity to make a difference for yourself, new knowledge, new visions, new possibilities. This is for you. Good night, Sade. You in Port Elizabeth, now known as. What is it called, Andre?
Cabega.
I'm not even going to try to
Well,
pronounce that.
Andre knows exactly how to say it. He came up with the name, apparently. Inflicted the
Not
pain.
cool, Andre.
Not cool, yeah. Inflicted the pain on every other person.
Meester.
No, it's not his fault. He's just to blame. That's all. Tanya, take good care. Sade, all of the best. We'll speak to you again. All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you
Much
so
love
much.
to you
Take
both.
care, ladies.
Yes.
All the
Bye-bye.
best. All the
Bye.
best.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. No, Andre, you're not to blame. Don't
All
worry.
right.
Yeah, Iona, thank you very much for sticking around. So
Of course.
let's end with a little bit of reflection. Sven, I am sure when Sven sat there in either Oklahoma or in Texas, he thought, and he saw on the news, I only like, just let you know that we had minus 17 degrees in just south from Stockholm. But I think so, roughly between minus 10 and minus 17 in the last 3-4 days. What went through your mind?
Rather you than me.
Sven, what went through your mind when you saw what weather you're coming back to?
Yeah, I'm kind of insensitive. I like the seasons, but normally it's nice when it's hot and warm, you know. And
Yeah.
funny, when we were just going from Texas to Oklahoma, there's a big change. You go up in Oklahoma, it's kind of winter's coming, and everybody is freezing and getting ready. And then we're saying, no, look at us in Sweden when they think it's polar bears or whatever, and this and that, and they're freezing. And then I have to say, me and Maria went down to Texas, and the sun comes, and everybody's like, wow, we like this too. And then getting in on the plane, it's like, wow, it's really winter, and it's dark, and it takes a little bit, but you
Yeah.
have to warm up inside.
Yes.
It's mental, you know.
Yeah.
It's the attitude and the energy,
Yes.
really.
Yeah.
But like over here, it's winter every year. When it's snow, it's cold, but you kind of have to adapt.
Yeah.
If you're healthy, that's number one, I guess, but it affects you. The sun is important, so you have to look at the sun
Right.
in different ways. But on the flip side, as soon as the sun was coming and really hot, I was like, let's sit outside in the sun. And then everybody goes in. You know, so sometimes there's always a flip side of people wanting things different than it really is. You know, so it's a thing of it's always like in the north of Sweden, there's no words for positivity. So you do a double negative. There's like a mindset of it's a way of chit-chatting. If you don't talk about politics or sports, you talk about the weather. But you have to do something with it. Otherwise, you stand low. So like now, we're getting together, and it's better to say, oh, it's freezing and it's cold. But then we'll have a coffee and make something productive out of it, you know. I guess that's it. Or that's a way of saying hi or whatever. And in the graduation, but inside, you have to have that spirit, at least get out and do the things, you know, to celebrate and be happy about it. Because whatever you turn, like we talk, if it's kids or old people, it's always something they want to attract you with negativity. But I have to say, for me, America is such a joy. I'm happy, like super happy just being there every time, from checking into a hotel or gas station or whatever happens. I'm happy. So you have to bring that attitude coming here, you know. So you all have to check your compass, you know, and have fun with it. But the weather it's a big thing, but I think it's safer than politics, at least. You know? Then in the end,
Sven, what was the purpose of the visit?
It's all, again, the horses that got me into that, and I got into professional horses. It's show riding, and that's like gambling. You spend a lot of money, and you want your horse to win, but you can't expect the horse to win either, because it will cost you too much in expectations or whatever. You just have to enjoy it, whatever happens. So we just happy to go to America. You spend the money, you buy the horse. And then even if the horse lose, you can't be angry because everybody did their best, but it's not even you riding. So I'm like, I like to ride. So now I'm here looking at these horses. Everybody else rides and I have to pay for it. So it's kind of, and then I got the hats and the boots and I'm like, where is the horse? Where are my horse? And it's like, it's got a rest. It's over here. I'm running around. Hi, have you seen my horse? No, it's got a rest. No. And I jumped up on the horse, riding in the pre-prep with all the big stars. And I'm riding. Now it's my time. And then it's like, so what do you want to do now? I want to keep the horse. No, well, I don't want to spend more, so I got to sell the horse. And then I'm like, my horse, I got to sell my horse. I didn't get to ride. Maria, what are we doing? And then I talked to everybody else. How can I ride on the prairie like a cowboy, whatever, like the real deal? And they say, no, you are the real deal. Really? Yeah. So we spent all these days making all these contacts and just being enjoy in the hunt of riding the horse. While I have many horses, but other people ride and they're happy, and I gotta pay for it all. So that's like it is crazy. Like you said, you have all the gears. You're in the right place, and you just want to ride, but you can't.
No.
You have to pay somebody.
You have to pay somebody to ride, but I can do that better. And they're like, thank you, Sven. I was like, no. You didn't win, you didn't do this and that, and you gotta sell the horse. So it's like, what?
His response when you asked him what he was doing there?
No, I did not.
So the answer was, I have a horse that that I got into. It's called reining. The Western Horse Futurity is like the championship. The biggest thing in sports is in America. So we're having this horse from February that is in training with a professional trainer. And when we went there, otherwise, I got to ride other horses because I'm a beginner. So I got to follow other people riding this horse, and I wanted to make a good score so it wins or adds in value, you know. Okay. But in reality, you're competing against the top of the world, you know. So 400 horses are there, the top of the industry. It's just amazing. In many places, how can I get into this scenario? Access something, and in my mind I was like, wow, I'm in America, number one, fantastic. I have a horse in this futurity. How did this happen in 2 years? And you just have to be joyful, whatever, win or loss. But in the meantime, we're so open in the fiber, so every contact means something, because I'm in joy, whatever happens. But my drive is like, well, I like, how do I get close to that horse or the riding? But I'm really not, but you have to take that chance. But that's what I'm saying, being part of different scenarios, or you're in graduation or whatever, you have to beef yourself up. Or in the meantime, we're there looking at the competition. We're there for 2 weeks. It's one day. The horse is running. So I'm like, you get such an energy. So we ran to 4 basketball games and 1 concert. We went back to Texas, Dallas, South Fork Ranch, just getting everything from Americana and new contacts and people into us, you know. But the cool thing is I'm talking to this person there in this craftsman shop. And he's like, well, he was a photographer, and he say, I got into this scenario. I'm photoing in the famous ranches. It's like photography is a free pass into different areas and industries. And Theo's a photographer, me a photographer, but it's just being part of different scenarios. But the reality is, if you're on this path, you're a real deal wherever you are too, you know. But you have that passion, and you can get in, and the highlight of us in America is just, it's family, and people are passionate, and there's a hello from the start. You go up, you get to a gas station. It's just like amazing time. It's comedy right away, like a Seinfeld episode, just ordering a Subway sandwich. You open the door to somebody, and that's cool. They're just happy in the moment. And you chit-chat, basketball, whatever, and you can have 5-10 minute intense conversations. So you never really met a stranger there. They're so into their vibe and world. And you connect, but you talk about something, and it can be the weather, but you can go straight into a game or whatever, or a horse. And suddenly you're talking to, in one area, maybe world famous people, but at the same time, everybody is open with a smile and the story. And you have to be in that adventure land. For me, it's just like, wow, we're now in Oklahoma. This is a district of the Cherokees. And I'm like, Maria, wow, this is the Native Americans here. So I'm talking to them, and it's like, and he was telling stories, and suddenly, like, wow, what happened here? And then we make another connection, you know. But for me, like I said, fascination with Americana and the West, and if you have that spirit and passion, or in music or whatever, it's real, because it's not for granted. We're looking for something deep, you know. So if you're from Sweden or wherever you're from, it's the drive and the connection. It's cool, you know. But so the horses took us there, and then I'm like, wow, now we done that. What is the next step? But the heart and soul for me always connects, and suddenly in that area, Texas or Oklahoma, is like, wow. And then we become ingrained, like we're crossing the border down to Texas, it's like home. I was like, what happened here, Maria? And then we go up to Oklahoma, and now we have our whole scenario over there. So we're covering territory, like the structure of the Indians, you're like nomad. Just pack your bag and go. And that's a cool spirit. That's like old school, you know?
Yeah.
And then we were like, just get me the horse and I'll ride. And they're looking at me, wow. Instead of looking at people want to have houses or too much, I think you have to have the nomad thinking
Well,
too,
I'm very
you know?
glad for that attitude, because I think that's what brought us together.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we talked about family the first
Yeah.
time we met, but this this connection to the animal
Yeah.
is very, very tangible for what we do in Harlem, for instance.
Yeah.
And so, well, we have 2.5 hectares there.
Yeah.
You could probably just ride around there in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But that is hilarious, this experience that you had. You know, like, you never know what goes through people's mind. Maybe there are a lot more people like you standing in the stands and I'm paying such a lot of money for this bloody thing and I can't even ride it myself.
Yeah, it is the catch. And you got to be happy about it too.
Yeah.
And it's like, really?
But I'm going to throw a gauntlet out to you. So I look forward to us. I'm not so sure if we can start the same thing in South Africa, but I do look forward to that energy and the excitement to spill over into the work we do. But you reminded me of a scene from the world of westerns where what is this guy's name that keeps on shooting people in the West? Is it Rocky the Kid or what is it?
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh my.
So Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid. So you a Westerner too, Iona. Okay. So
No, we've had this.
We've had this
That's
one.
why I
Okay,
know
so
what you're
you
gonna say.
remember, right? Okay.
Yes.
So Billy
Yes.
the Kid
Yeah.
shoots people,
Yeah.
right? And he then is confronted by after shooting loads of people in the bar and the saloon. He shoots the sheriff as well, and they
Shot the sheriff.
I shot the
Yeah.
I don't know, but finally, sorry, he doesn't shoot the sheriff, but he shoots other people. The psychologists come down,
Yeah.
the frontier psychologist, and he speaks to Billy and says, because Billy's now threatening to kill him, and Billy says, I have an itchy trigger finger. I will shoot you with this gun.
Yeah.
And he says, gun?
Yeah.
That's not a gun. That's a symbol of your inability to cope with reality.
Ah.
Give me that symbol.
Ah.
So Billy gives him the symbol, the gun.
Yeah.
And then he puts Billy down on the couch.
Yeah.
And he said, Billy, tell me, do you love your horse? Of course I love my horse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you sit on that poor animal every day.
Ah.
You feed it hay.
Yeah.
You let it sleep in a stable. Don't you think the animal would harbor some kind of resentment? Yeah. And so Billy breaks down and repents of being this cowboy.
Wow.
And right at that moment, the sheriff comes in, having heard of the commotion. And the sheriff shoots Billy.
Wow.
And he dies.
Yeah.
And the scene ends where the psychiatrist now sits with the sheriff on the sofa. And the first question is, Sheriff, do you love your horse?
You see? Yeah.
So that's what you made me think.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
So this has been quite a ride. Thank you very much for those of you who stayed with us on the internet. We've gone from celebrating Andre's music to a trip down to two places in the Western Cape. Well, one in the Western Cape and one in the Eastern Cape in South Africa, and joined by our owner, who is just outside of the city of Cape Town, some 10, almost 11,000 kilometers away from here. To a horse riding experience with you, Sven. It sounded like it was a really fantastic trip.
It is.
And a good journey. We'll end there, Andre.
Yeah.
What did that horse thing sound like for you?
Horses, man. It's
You were thinking of they shoot horses. Is that the one you were thinking of? Oh no, I shot the sheriff.
I know. I just thought I shot.
Oh yeah, I shot
Yeah.
the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Anyway,
I just had a question. How did Cuba influence you when you got there? What did it do to you in your creativity, or were you influenced?
I can say that. Firstly, the people. People are beautiful, man. And they. Firstly, I mean, when we arrived there, this guy this director who did the shoot, he normally does his how do you say, movies and videos in Cuba. So he had a whole of people there, you know. So and the thing that really got to me was people were beautiful, but people were poor. Very, very, very poor. This was some years ago now. And I remember one night I went out and then I came back to the hotel, but then they wouldn't let me in. The security guard, you know, because I look the part. I look like a local, you know. Yeah, he wouldn't let me in. I'm like, man, I come from South Africa where I was subjected to this my whole life, you know. Here I am again, you know, and this guy, I told the guy, but he just made up his mind. No, I am Cuban. But then somebody else came from the hotel and said, no, this is visitor, you know. Oh, okay. And that was a bit weird, you know.
Yeah.
But we went to some schools because the part of the deal was to go to some school and just talk to people and stuff like that. And it
must have been special.
beautiful people, man. I mean, one of the actors in the video that you should see the video.
Yes.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
One of the ladies there, she's a doctor. And I mean a qualified doctor, but she has no work. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I mean, being a doctor, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know. But she had no work at home. You know.
Wow.
And she's like, I don't know what to do, you know. I have no work, I have nothing, you know. And also the music, it was fun. I mean, just going around, hearing at the restaurants, people playing their music, you know. It was, I wanted to go back, you know. I would love to go back again, but yeah. I don't know, it's expensive.
They're Cuban horses are really
Yeah. No, but it was interesting to hear because the Cuban culture, whatever, is very specific in music, food, and family.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's a rich culture,
Yeah.
you know, in music and people and the whole Latin feel.
Yeah.
What we are striving for, family, music, rhythms, and whatever, what it can bring, you know, and explore. It's super cool, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a thing where every person or people have a strong story and a commitment to something, wherever what the country or regimes stands for, you know. But it's deep, you know.
Yeah. No, it's deep, man. And I think the thing that really moved me was also, I used to see these American tourists coming around there with their Adidas backpacks, and, you know. But the locals, they cannot afford that kind of stuff because they had these dollar stores. You know?
Yeah.
And the locals weren't allowed to enter the dollar stores. It was only there for for the tourists.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, it was weird.
Yes.
It was you know. But hey,
What an
politics, man.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit sad to see. You know.
Well, we are, of course, in the background playing this signature tune that I think is becoming quite special, gripping our hearts. Away, Mama. Andre Delan.
I know all the words now.
You know all the words, Iona?
Yes, because I play it every day.
Wow.
Very good. Thank you very much, Iona, for joining us. Thank you so
Of
much,
course,
Sven,
of
for
course.
having us here.
Thank you
Bye,
very
Sven.
much. Thank you.
Goodbye, Ajay.
Thank you so very
Nice
much
to
to our
see you
audience
guys
here
here.
that's with
Totally,
us.
totally, I own it. Thank you.
You take good care, everybody. Thanks for those of
Yes.
you who joined us on the
Bye.
internet. Bye-bye. Take care. Iona.
All right.
Thanks to those of you who joined us on the internet. We really appreciate your company. Thanks for enjoying the laughter with us. We'll leave this on the internet so that you can laugh again. Laughter is good medicine.
Yes.
Especially good to have in the middle of a dark, gloomy, cold, icy, minus 17 degrees winter. Appreciate your time with us this evening. Folks are about at almost 9:30 in South Africa. It's 20 after 8 here in Stockholm. You take good care, all of the best, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.